Hello, welcome back. In today's videos, guys, we're going to talk about Trump, AfriForum, Julius Malema, Elon Musk. Is it Elon Musk or what? Yeah. So, because of South Africa, as we understand where it comes from, is coming from apartheid era. We were black people were controlled. Black people have no rights. I'm just reacting, right? But the first thing I would like to say, this is an open discussion. That's the first thing I'll tell you. This is an open discussion. No one is attacked. We're just reacting to the educational video. This is a very important warning to tell people to no one is attacked. No one is attacked, number one. This is an open discussion. This is an educational video. That's what I'm doing, to educate black people to say no one coming where they come from. No one coming from Europe to come to build South Africa. This is why black people today, they're living in poverty. They stole the land during apartheid. They pushed us to poverty, and we are struggling today because of apartheid. Now, as we are struggling, we see people want to come here and do as they please. You understand? No, we cannot allow things like that. So now, before we continue, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can be motivated and keep on,
The EFF has noted the threat by the President of the United States of America.
See, if we're going to make this guy president, black people, they need to know they need to wake up and build their country. We are tired of this mindset of when whites leave, we're going to suffer. Wake up and build your country, build your continent. So when you make Julius Malema president, I'm telling you, this mindset of you're going to wake up every day. No, we need to stop corruption. No, we need to stop illegal foreigners. No, we need to stop everything. As a black nation, that's how we can go forward. We need someone who's going to guide black people like Julius Malema do.
And impose sanctions on South Africa for adopting legislation that permits the expropriation of land without compensation and implementing policies that addresses historical race-based inequalities in our country.
Our black people are still suffering today. We must suffer for billion years. We suffer more than 100 years in our own country, in our own land. We are suffering. Why? Why, black child? Why we are suffering? Why you don't stand up and fight for your country? And when you say we need our land back, it becomes a problem. People suffered for years. Black people suffered for more than 100 years. And when Julius Malema want to stand, they come. They say Julius Malema is a lie to black people. They want to make him silence. Not in our eyes. Not into our eyes, man. When they come, they want to make Julius Malema a black person. They want to do all those they want to silence him. Yes, they can convince people in Europe or in China or whatever, not in Africa. Because they don't understand the struggle black people are going through.
The statement by Donald Trump is offensive and undermines our sovereignty, and is a reminder that our reliance on foreign aid and foreign direct investment surrenders us to the will of imperialists who use money to dictate the economic and policy direction of Africa. We want to make it categorically clear to the President of the USA that we are going to expropriate land without compensation and pursue legislative measures to do so, and no threat.
Definitely. They think we are our ancestors. There's a problem. They think we are our ancestors. We are ancestors. We've been treating them. They think we are the same. We are like them.
Will stop us. His misinterpretation of the Expropriation Act, which is a mild and cosmetic intervention, is an assessment of a measure that is going to be pursued through the amendment of our constitution as South Africans, and there is nothing he can do to undermine our independence. The EFF reiterates its position that we must build state capacity, build a strong agricultural and industrial nation which will not depend on the West, and intensify trade relations with progressive nations such as China, Russia, and other nations.
This message is for you, Black Child. We need to wake up and start to take. Man can't tell me I've been. You can't tell me you can't tell me that I've been reading something that does not. You can't tell me I was just talking along. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Good. It's not bad. Let's go. So you as a Black, you must wake up and build your country. No one is coming. I used to say no one is coming from Europe. No one is coming to Europe and build your country. Where did you ever see that? Because they are coming here to eat. So when we have EFF, the person that tried to silence him, he's the only powerful we have. And you see what happened during the case of Julius Malema, when we all combined into East London to say when we arrest Julius Malema, arrest all of us. Because we are guilty as Black people for wanting our land back. We are guilty as Black people. We are guilty as Black people to want what belongs us. We are guilty. You understand? So when they arrest Julius Malema, they must arrest all of us. They can't just come here and arrest our leader. If they have a problem with Julius Malema, they have a problem with Black Child. There's no genocide here. We are embracing our historical. So people, they think they're going to come and tell us what to do, what to behave. Hey guys, wake up, Black Child. This is time for now. This is the only time. Let's watch this one. This is the only time for you to wake up and stand for your country.
On the 20th of September 2001, United States of America, George Bush declared what became known as the War on Terror on Iraq and Afghanistan.
This, it's very important to understand the history if you want to be in politics, because sometimes they can use the history to refer the future to say the same thing happened, this thing happened, this thing happened. So it's very important to understand the future. That's very important to understand the future.
Stating that, I quote, "It will not end until every terrorist group of global reach has been found, stopped, and defeated." What followed was a massive disinformation campaign to justify the 2003 invasion of Iraq and Afghanistan under the pretext of locating and destroying weapons of mass destruction.
This is a history. I don't know nothing about the history. You understand? Most of Black people, when they go to school, they don't teach them about apartheid. They don't teach them how their land is being stolen. They don't teach them how to build their country. They teach them about the history that happened in Europe, the history that does not bring change to our lives. Does not bring change. The history that's going to change our life is the one going to tell us your land was stolen and it was stolen like this. It is a history we want. It is a history that we want to hear. Your land was stolen and was stolen like this.
Decades later, no such weapons were ever found. This invasion was about minerals and oil reserves, not weapons of mass destruction. Iraq and Afghanistan have never recovered. Cuba, Libya, Venezuela, and Chile are examples of nations that have suffered from US interventions because of their socialist policies, justified by false intelligence to advance imperialism.
Julius Malema, powerful response to Donald Trump. I don't know why, you know, like there was this guy in China, he said, black people must stand up, must start to think for themselves. He said it. It's a powerful message. He said, like, black people must stand up and must know how to fight for themselves. And this is a powerful message. To say, like, no one is coming to fight for you. I love to say this. I don't know if someone is going to take it serious, but it's the truth.
Cuba has endured decades of sanctions for nationalization of strategic sectors of the economy, supporting African liberation and socialism, while Libya was destroyed because Gaddafi rejected US dominance. We raise these historical facts because history must guide us in everything we do.
Facts, like what I mentioned. So, like, history is very important. What happened, like, even similar to court, man. When you go to CCMA, when you go to court, they're going to use the history. You understand? They're going to use the history, like, this thing happened. This thing happened. This is a history. You understand? It's a history on its own.
When Donald Trump declares that, I open quote, bad things are happening in South Africa without evidence, we must not assume that the USA is misinformed. Instead, we must question the real intention behind such statements.
Smart guy. Trump get Julius Malema waiting for him. And us as a members of EFF, we are listening like this. Like, yes, talk our leader, Julius Malema.
After Trump's remarks, the US froze foreign aid globally under the pretext of assessing alignment with the policy outlook. For South Africa, this meant PEPFAR funding of HIV/AIDS response was under threat. On 26 February 2025, the freeze became permanent, terminating funding indefinitely.
Why, you know, like, when Malema is going to be in charge? Because of, like, I was asking myself, like, you know, like, I was like, why we have doctors in South Africa? Why we have people who went to school but they can't produce medicine? What is happening? You know, this is the question still. I was like, we have doctors who went to school for 7 years but they can't do like SARS. There's something like that. And I was like, again, I was like, why we are asking for money when we have minerals? It's a business. It's not a business.
The US aggression towards South Africa is nothing more than Israel's revenge for our moral stance in support of Palestine. Meanwhile, some of us have been labeled international criminals, a designation used before the West assassinates.
It's not about hate. It's not about hate. As Black Africans, as African from Africa, we know it's not about hate. They don't want Black people to be represented. It's not about hate. Why we should put ourselves? It's not about hate. They hate Julius Malema because they want to see Black people as workers. They want to see Black people becoming workers until they die, while they are benefiting our minerals. Against Africa, they are benefiting our land. They are benefiting our land. It's not a joke. I'm serious.
Those who opposed its agenda. Before invading the nations, the US always fabricates human rights violation to justify intervention. Today, same tactics are being used against South Africa. The growing calls by right-wing groups for foreign funding to establish independent states and to be armed by foreign interests must be recognized as part of a broader plan. This is the early stage of economic isolation, leading ultimately to military intervention. Next, AGOA will be terminated, escalating tensions between USA and South Africa. Our government must dismiss opportunistic African and racist groups
Facts. Let's put Julius Malema into power. Even like us, black people must enjoy our country, must enjoy our wealth, must enjoy our land. Go like when they see a black child, they see a worker, they see a laborer. And when you put Julius Malema into power, man, I'm saying like, what are you waiting for? This is a question. What are you waiting for? Though you saw the army of EFF. AfriForum thought like they still have that you know. But you say like we don't have your time, Luna. We don't have your Luna. We don't have your time. No Julius Malema is going to jail. No Julius Malema is going to. They can waste their money. They can do all those kind of stuff, hoping Julius Malema is going to be arrested. But as we know the truth, Julius Malema will not be arrested. They can waste their money. But it is like I heard someone said like
exploiting US imperialism to fund their racist fantasies of an independent state. That will never happen.
No, that will never happen. That will never happen.
Expropriate land without compensation, whether they like it or not. If they object, they can seek refugee in America.
Facts. Wow. Wow, what a beautiful statement. Let me show my screen, my face. He said like, if they don't want us to take our forefathers' land that has been stolen from them, they can seek refuge to home. Home is Europe. Home is Europe. He said like, if like, and all fighters are saying that. He said like, if they are going to refuse with our forefathers' land that they've been enjoying for 100 years, they must bye-bye. Whether they like it or not, the land will be returned. Whether they call Trump, whether Elon Musk is busy saying he is a billionaire, the richest man on the earth, we don't care. He's a billionaire for himself. He's not a billionaire from Africa. He's a billionaire from there's creating jobs there in what they call in Europe, not in Africa. So as where do we enter? Yeah? They must remove us to their things. Remove us to their things.
Deputy Speaker, Trump and the USA are not demonstrating strength. The USA is merely displaying an advanced stage of capitalism, which is imperialism. Trump engages in transactional and manipulative relationships with the world like it is his backyard. The hostility towards South Africa does not come from fraudulent boers spreading disinformation, but from America's imperialist agenda. The USA, home of the world's most sophisticated intelligence agencies that fabricate evidence to justify the invasion of Afghanistan and Iraq, and orchestrated the assassination of Muammar Gaddafi, Patrice Lumumba, Martin Luther King Jr., and Malcolm X, cannot now claim to be victims of disinformation from a minor racist group based in Orania.
Well, obviously, like Orania does not follow the law of this country, the constitution of this country. Does not. And we are not allowed to say that.
The USA has openly embraced the golden age of imperialism, extending its power through threats and the prevention and termination of foreign aid. In response, our government foolishly seeks to explain our policies to a maniacal president as if the USA were a victim of misinformation. The USA knows exactly what it's doing and why it is doing it. At a Golden Sachs event of the 27th of February 2025, South Africa President Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa stated, I quote, Trump got the wrong end of the stick of the country's land policies. I completely reject this notion. The USA, home of Elon Musk's platform, X platform, Jeff Bezos, Amazon, Facebook, Google, Tesla, Starlink, and Silicon Valley, the global hub of data collection, cannot claim to be misinformed. They are the greatest perpetrators of disinformation. The USA is the greatest perpetrator of disinformation. It is now using its own falsehood as
Facts. Facts. I hope you are listening. You can't be watching and don't select facts. Facts, man. Facts. So like we know like that what they call America, man, is advanced. It's very advanced. If they want to get information, they can get it as soon as, even like mine, they can get me in this shack. In this shack, they can get me anytime, you know. So like, why don't you do your own thing? You understand? There's a problem. Sorry? You know, like that this girl, man, so to gossip, so to hijack. There's this girl, she's making money, dog. This girl, she's making money. And this girl, she's making money, I'm lie, dog. Dog, she's making money. With Facebook, just imagine. She must be interviewed, man. Let me do like this. Now we focus on Elon Musk now. We put them into order. Elon Musk, then AfriForum. And AfriForum. Now this Elon Musk. So you can be the richest man.
Elon Musk.
You can be a richest man. You can be a richest man in the world. But with EFF, you'll forget that you are rich. With Julius Malema, you'll forget you are richest man. And with Black Nation, you understand? They say like, why you make it about the race? They make it about the race from apartheid. Eh? It's like, why you make it about the race? Why you make it from the beginning? They make it about the race.
What is that? No, the one of Twitter. Elon Musk. I must educate Elon Musk. Why must I educate Elon Musk? He looks like an illiterate.
Things in the world. Elon Musk, the leader of South Africa, the next president of South Africa. He said like, why should I educate Elon Musk? Why? Why should I do that? Why should I educate Elon? I say like, who's that? Who's that guy? So like, why should I educate him?
The only thing that protects him is his white skin.
Elon Musk took to X, formerly Twitter, on Sunday to post a bold and controversial statement.
He posted what? Show us, what did Elon Musk post that? I think it's very important.
Demanding immediate sanctions.
Even trying to Malema, a declaration of him, international criminal, demanding. No, you can do that. You can do that. You can do that internationally. Internationally, where, say in Europe, not in Africa, Malema can travel to Ghana, can travel to Botswana, can travel to Lesotho, can travel to. So we are not yet to be controlled like our forefathers.
For Malema and the declaration of him as an international criminal. The post ignited a firestorm of reactions, with economic freedom fighters, EFF, leader Julius Malema.
So, do you think Julius Malema is going to be shaky? Do you think Julius Malema is going to be like shaky, not Malema? Not Malema. If you think Julius Malema is going to be like shaking,
Delivering a scathing response that has left many stunned, Malema did not hold back, firing back at Musk with a blistering retort on his X account. He labelled Musk a typical spoiled brat and a direct beneficiary of apartheid whiteness.
Facts. Who don't know they benefited in South Africa? Who don't know like they benefited? If you're watching this video, you don't know like they benefited during apartheid, you have a problem. They benefited during apartheid. They are living their best. Come to South Africa and see. When it's like these people benefited during apartheid, and the owners of this country are struggling even today. And it's like, it's not like those people, they went to school. It's not like they went to school and get the land through school. They went to school and get the business through school. It's because of the land of our forefathers. It's because of the minerals of our forefathers. We all know that. Who don't know like they benefited during apartheid? Who don't know that? Who don't know that? With the pain of our ancestors.
His response was as sharp as it was defiant. I know black people look the same to you, typical racist. Look closer and you will realise those are two different people.
Julius Malema, I really think you have entirely lost your left brain, a typical spoiled brain, direct beneficial of apartheid pregnancies. Black people look at the same you. Oh, he's explaining.
America is exposing us to its stupidity. I don't care about your sanctions. I will never stop fighting for black people to be equal to white people. And if that makes me an international criminal, I am proud to be one. The EFF quickly jumped to Malay.
I'm a proud to be one. So like I'm a proud to be one. Right? You think like I'm scared. So they think Julius Malema is scared. Then like when they say like, yeah, what Julius Malema is going to be shaky, Julius Malema is going to be like, hey, boy. Yeah, boy.
As defense, releasing a blistering statement in response to Musk's remarks. The party dismissed Musk's call for sanctions as...
Why are you talking like that? Oh my God, guys, I have a problem with coming, it's going back, it's coming, it's going back. So sometimes like I'll be shooting while you guys don't see. Just imagine I'm busy shooting, I thought you are seeing, but you are not seeing. That is a problem. So that's when I came back, and then let's go, let's watch. Now we're on Elon Musk. We are done with Trump. Put them into order. Yeah, let's get this one.
War of words has erupted between EFF leader Julius Malema and Elon Musk. He's asked, or rather he's calling for sanctions against the Red Beret leader.
Who he is? Who is to call just sanctions to the next president of South Africa? Who is it? Maybe you're going to get the answer. He's the richest man in the world. This is not just Malema or EFF alone. It's our fight as Black people, South Africans. The racist billionaire is playing dirty. Do you fully agree with? I fully agree. We know, definitely. We understand why you agree.
And for him to be labeled an international criminal. This after Malema said unsavory things about white people on Musk's platform, X. But Malema did not take it lying down. He's dared Musk to go ahead with the sanctions.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. What are you waiting for? I mean, they can try to come bring AfriForum with their strategies. So I was so proud, man. I was so proud to see Black people coming together. It was a beautiful moment. Black people coming together. Coming together and say, like, there's no such thing yet. That makes me proud. So, like, all Black people say, like, if you arrest Julius Malema, arrest us.
And says they won't deter him from fighting for Black people. Also urged South Africa to revoke citizenship of anyone who takes up U.S. President Donald Trump's offer of refugee status in America. Offered white Afrikaners resettlement in the U.S. after inaccurate reports that they're being persecuted in South Africa and being dispossessed of land. A war of words has erupted between EFF leader Julius Malema.
At least like they've placed when they feel like they're not welcome, or when they feel like they don't want to be equal to Black people. You can go to Europe. Even like when I feel like I don't want to be equal to Black people, you can go back home. You know, like, home is always be home.
You are taking your guidance from the social media. You are a lost soldier.
Elon Musk has political interest in South Africa. Stop fighting Elon Musk. You know you are becoming a fool.
It means Elon Musk is your president, because Elon Musk controls Twitter. He can open as many accounts and treat like these are the people who support the EFF, whereas they are sponsored accounts of the owner of Twitter.
Facts. 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 These are facts. Huh? That's why you own the account. You own the Twitter.
For a second, you must know that Elon Musk comes from South Africa. He's got interest here in South Africa. What stops him from manipulating a Twitter perspective to suit a perspective that will defend the status quo? Where on all the guiding principles I've alluded to did they say the Twitter or social media will always give you guidance on what you need to say?
I mean, we must make Julius Malema president. We must make Julius Malema president of this country. Whether you like it or not.
Wanting to demonstrate.
We must make this guy the next president of this country. Malema is the next president of this country. I answer for this question. Who is Malema to Elon? Malema is the next president of South Africa.
Straight to Elon Musk and Donald Trump that I'm with the people you are saying I want to kill. Why would I sit with these white people if I want to kill them? Why do you make me an international criminal for asking for dignity of black people. I've not committed any crime against anyone except to say, let's restore the dignity of black person. Wanting to demonstrate to Elon Musk and Donald Trump that I'm with the people you are saying I want to kill. Why would I sit with these white people if...
Facts. Facts. Why you have bosses, not bosses, man. Just Malama is a person who don't go with bosses. You know. Just Malama doesn't go with bosses. That is the man who... Why you employ, I wanted to say it in the right way, why you employ white people? Why that lady, social worker, I don't know, is a social worker or what? I don't know who was giving a testimony. I want to show you there's no genocide. After I went to AfriForum,
Let's try Mr. President. And the Swangili is about to Elon Musk, who retaliates
you just Malama trying to be president, man. I want Malama to be president, but I'm scared we'll find ourselves in a war we're not able to stand for. But it's supposed to be like that. The country, like things to change, there must be a damage. You understand? Like things to change, like there must be a damage. Things will never change without the damage. We all know that. So like there must be a damage so that things can change, things can be different. That's how things change in life. Things will never change without any damage. Things will never change without trying new stuff.
The first supplementary question will be asked by the Honourable Malema.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Mr. President, I don't know wittingly or unwittingly, when you were answering the question about our relationship with the USA, not once have you mentioned DERCO or Minister of International Relations. And this is as a result of you having met Elon Musk during the UN General Assembly and knowing very well the views of Elon Musk about South Africa, racist, white supremacist.
So like why we don't make peace like this? Why we don't make our peace like this? So like everyone must go back where they're coming from. Like why is a question. Remember, this is open discussion. So like everyone must go back where they're coming from. Because like now people, they are fighting. My name is fighting for black people. So like black people, they cannot be treated like this in their own country. Right? And we cannot be controlled because someone is a billionaire, the richest man in the world. One should be controlled. And then this is where I come to like, why you black people, you can't stand for yourself? Why you black people can't build your own country? Why you don't do that? Why we can't stand together and build South Africa? And the most important thing you must know, we'll never build South Africa with degrees. I know like people, they're going to get emotional, people are going to get attached based on that. But we cannot build South Africa with degrees. Whether you get angry or what, we cannot build South Africa with degrees. You understand? I know others are going to be mad, but that's very important.
Views about South Africa, which led to you meeting him because you thought you were going to clarify those issues. Unrepentant racist became emboldened and then made more bad remarks about South Africa even after meeting you physically.
Just imagine disrespect. Ma, this point of was stupid. Instead of admitting he made wrong, he wants to act like this guy is wrong. This guy fear Elon Musk. Who fear Elon Musk? Will never say these things if fear Elon Musk. If you never say these things, if Julius Malema fear Elon Musk, will never say these things. Malema will never be a president. When these card flowers get through there, things gone. You saw what happened during 23. It's 23 years, 23. When black people were staying together. So like, if you're going to arrest us, if you're going to arrest Julius Malema, arrest all of us. So like for me, I don't understand when say like this guy won't be a president. There's a place if when you think like, if you come here and think like we cannot do things for ourselves, we'll show you. This man cannot be the president in South Africa. His hate of white people, that will cause a civil war. What is hate? What is hate? This is a question I'm asking guys. If you're watching this video, can you please tell us what is hate? Someone is speaking the truth is a hate. Someone tried to make equality is a hate. This guy one day will remember him. Definitely will remember him. We are going to remember Julius Malema. Elon Musk is not a threat to South Africa. He wants to bring economic solution, investment. We want the land, dog. Those things, if they want those things, they want to benefit us because of we have everything. Let's return the land, then we can.
You still saw a need to go outside the diplomatic channels and made a contact with an individual, not using diplomatic relations or mechanism within which we resolve diplomatic disputes as South Africa. Don't you think you individually have emboldened white people to undermine us, and you have single-handedly destroyed the diplomatic relations of South Africa with other countries, and you have destroyed and juniorized the Department of International Relations? Mr. President. And le swangele tsebo re nto ya o bolela le ditsotsi tja o tshwana le bo Elon Musk go re taletša ka bana ba makgowa.
Facts. 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 No, we're not directly like that. Oh my God. Oh my God.
And Wes, Elon Musk, you organized a meeting with him or that telephone conversation through his immoral father, politically, economically, and otherwise. A man who has engaged in business in South Africa through illegal means, even when he has admitted to do so. Those are the type of characters you can't speak to. Imagine, Mr. President, had they said Donald Trump called the Guptas during that time. What were you going to say? You're going to say that Guptas are an independent state actor.
No one loves South Africa like Julius Malema. No one loves South Africa like Julius Malema. Yes, people, they can say things they want to say. But this is my standing. No one loves South Africa. No one loves black people like Julius Malema. So you can say it, you can sort of want to say, but like no one loves. No one, man.
Breaking news. Elon Musk called out for his lies about white genocide in South Africa.
You know, like, let's go to AfriForum. Let's go to AfriForum. like no one will stop.
It's a real issue.
The Randburg Magistrate Court found EFF Julius Malema and Hussein not guilty of common assault. You understand? His days is coming, believe me or not. What kind of leader with such behavior is Julius Malema? This behavior is inherited from apartheid, where we're treating black people like they're not human. He has a trauma. You understand? Malema has anger issues. Imagine this clown of our president. The white journalists agreeing, white oppressing. Julius Malema is just showing us how weak our justice system is. And I guarantee he will also win the firearm case. He will win it, you are right. He's a joke of the nation. I've never seen a person with anger like this in my life. Yo, please God help this young man, touch his heart. That word of pig is deep. I feel it. Is the head not for me? This guy is like, yeah, I know you don't have to prove it. This is only brave man I know in his age. Oh Lord, this guy can never lead South Africa as president. Elon has not seen this video and felt that white or pink. After the white or pink, we keep on wishing he's bad. He's a leader with impressive leadership qualities. A leader will be understood often. He's laying why he's around a bodyguard all the time. This one, the way we tune.
I wish I did a real thing, proper. I regret not doing it. I should have done it so that I deal with real stuff. Me, I'm not scared. Good. Uniform or no uniform, Afrikaner or no Afrikaner, white or pink, I deal with you decisively. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
So there was this case where like they say Julius Malema he pushed, but there was a video there. It's an assault, you know, and assault is come on, I don't want to put it. Assault is where like you threaten someone, you know, maybe you come with the big bodies that are going to beat the person, it's assault. You slap them, is assault. So him and Josie went to that case. Let's just say like white or pink, I will deal with you. You understand? But because this is because of like what happened during apartheid, even like now, you understand? So they say like white or pink, I will deal with you. Those kind of stuff. So like let's get this one here. Let's get this one. Oh my God, why is doing this? The Wi-Fi is bad. Wi-Fi is bad. No, it's not good. Let's go. This is a beautiful topic we're going to learn. This is topic you're going to
Atlas. And then pushed us to a land that is justification to attack South Africa. And
okay.
you accept that?
So yeah, this is an introduction. He's an African. What did after this? Malema is not South African, he comes from Zimbabwe. How can you tell someone from Europe today in Africa, in South Africa, we have the cultures? How do you know that? My name is not South African, he comes from Zimbabwe. He was not a part of the war that our ancestors fought of this country. Which our ancestors fought, beating our sisters, killing. Yeah? What are you talking about? He was not a part of the war that our Malema is a Pedi speaking person, a South African born, not a foreigner. So what are you saying? What are you trying to say? Where you were when Malema were working for what we have? What do you ask You understand? I try to understand this. Let the racists go home before we stand up for our kids. Malema, tell them the truth. They think we are our forefathers. They think we are forefathers. Life is hard when you live in the past. Things would, there are no like struggles remind us the past. Struggles remind us the past. It's not like us were the one to remind the past. Struggle, hoping like your forefathers everything. Now they you understand? It's not about that. It's about like struggle. Just imagine.
My brother, when the white people came here and took our land, they didn't come and take our land as an individual. They took it as settlers.
Fact.
And then pushed us to a land that is not even productive.
Kasi, townships. Townships. That's why you see us in townships. They push us to townships. Facts. He's speaking the truth. They push us to townships. You know, if you don't know townships, that I don't know. If you don't know townships, I don't know. Fact, man, we tell them.
And made us to stay like sardines in congested environments with no economic opportunities. It is white people who must be ashamed of what they've done to us. You cannot turn tables now and want to blame me for the crimes committed by white people.
Fact. I'm sorry for any hurt and any pain that any black person went through under old government. I know a lot of pain, suffering, a lot you went through. Thank you for acknowledging. Yes, Africa, like now, we are going to work, we're going to stay with the whites who understand what black people went through and we want our land back. That's where we're going to work. If like when I feel like you can, Trump is going to, you can seek refugees to United States. At least we have Trump. How? Just imagine. You can seek a status there by the Trump. Hey, we cannot live like that.
It is a white regime that killed children in 1976.
Fact.
It is the white regime that killed children in the 80s and in the early 90s. It is white people who engaged in the wars of dispossession and forcefully took our land and our cows. Why can't you take responsibility? Why can't you for once just say sorry for the crimes we've committed against you?
Why? Facts, why? Just once in their life, say like, we are sorry. We understand what our forefathers done. We understand what our forefathers put you through. Why don't say sorry? Right? Why is like that? Why?
Why do you want to become victims when we are the biggest victims here? When we have lost everything? When we as black people remain a traumatized nation, a nation that doesn't know what the future holds for them. At least you are guaranteed the future. At least you know if it doesn't work for you here, you can go somewhere else.
Like Trump. Trump offered them refugees. Trump offered them refugees. At least they know like if it doesn't work here, They can go back home. You know, if like doesn't work here, they experience problems, they can go back home, right? They know like they can go back home. Malema, you feel like you are fighting for black people, even though they don't see it, you are fighting for them with all you have. Facts, man. At least you can go back home. He's right. Us, we go nowhere. So we need to stay here and struggle.
We've got nowhere to go. And then you come here and want to accuse me, a victim of racism, of being a racist. It's a huge insult, not only to me, but to black people. Madiba coerced us into reconciling with people who have never been one with. That was a myth. It is unrealistic. You can't reconcile if you've never been together. You never came here with an intention to be with us. You came here with an intention to conquer us.
Facts. That's a true. That's a true. They never came here and to the thing of like, oh, we're going to stay with black people and what. They came here to do us bad. Facts.
See,
And we remain conquered.
You using this term you, and this is detached from reality. You want to say that you, me, white people, are the same as people from 1652.
But to what do you mean are the same? It's your forefathers. Others can be your mother, others can be your sister, others can be your neighbors who done those things. Eh? He must say what? But like literally, okay. What he must say then? Yeah? What he must say? Don't play like that game, man. Don't play that game, man. Don't do that.
From 350 years ago.
You are the same.
Say it's the same.
You are the same. You are the same.
There's something, the claim is a very simple one, that the way that we deal with things in the just system is we don't ask someone, are you a member of a particular race? Has that race committed crimes? Yes, that race has committed crimes, therefore you are liable for those crimes. The way that we deal with things in court is we say, did you, as an individual, commit that crime? Are you a murderer? If you are a murderer because of what you did as an individual, we hold you liable.
It's not about what happened that time. Was not about individual. It was a group of people. What are you going to say? Like what happened that time is all about? It was not. It was the government. It was a government. It's not a matter of like. Let's give this. It's not a
black child's trauma.
It's not about the matter of like, because it's like you as individual. That time was the government. You understand? I don't understand why these guys do like this. So like when you say you as a people, when you say you say you as the army, right?
It's not a trauma. We are still a traumatized nation,
Thanks.
if you don't know. And that trauma is real. And don't push us to that pain. Because when that day comes, we'll not be scared. We've lost everything. we survive by the day. We don't know what tomorrow holds for us.
Facts. We survive by the day. And this is true, man. We survive by the day. We don't know what tomorrow holds for us. We don't know what tomorrow holds for us.
Elaborate on that.
I've elaborated.
When you say you'll not be scared, what do you intend on doing?
I'm not scared of death. I'm not scared of death. I don't know why I'm still alive.
Are you scared of
I
killing?
died long time ago.
Are you scared of killing?
I'm not scared of killing. A revolutionary is a walking killing machine.
How?
Not
How? You think like it's going to be like, you know, like this guy said, I don't know, but he's a famous guy. He said like white people who think they treat black people bad. You know, like they are treating black people so bad. So they think they can do the same thing to him. So like we're not going to treat you like that. He said like you're never going to treat me like that. I was like, oh. He said like you're never going to treat me like that. So guys, thanks so much for watching. This was a beautiful session to watch. It's so productive. We learned a lot. I would say like don't forget to hit that subscribe button so like I can stay motivated, you know like when you stay motivated you can, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so I can stay motivated and keep on pushing and keep on doing the same. Thanks so much, man. I love you so much. Bye.